Hi everyone, Andy here. So in this short video, I'm going to walk you through how to use the Flex training platform for easy task identification and submission. Yeah, there are a lot of things you can do on the platform, but I'm just going to walk you through some of the things. So I'm going to start right away. I hope by now you must have received an email confirming your participation in the program, and you should have received your username and password and the platform to log into. I'm just going to go right away and log in with some test credentials. So you navigate to ggirls.flextrain.ing and click on the login, just like every other application. And you are redirected to this login page where you have to input your username and password. Now, in my case, I'm going to use username and password. Like I said, you must have received these credentials. Once you click on login, it should authenticate you and bring you to the dashboard. If you have any difficulty logging in, feel free to let us know or try resetting your password in case there were some characters missing or any of that. So yeah, once you log in, this is how the platform looks like. You have some sort of an overview of the total users for this program. You have an overview of the tasks that have been assigned to you. You have an overview of the specializations, and you can optionally fill a logbook, like keep track of the things you do every day. You have to the right a graph that shows your unsubmitted task, your submitted task, a graded task as a bar chart, and you have another table that summarizes most of your recent tasks that were assigned and the grade attached to it. Then within your log status, once you fill a logbook, it shows within the day that you filled it. Instead of an X, it's going to show a tick or whatever. Yeah, but this is an overview of your dashboard. The first thing you do when you log in will probably be to go to your profile and maybe update some information that you think is necessary to share. All right. So probably if you have a school, you can add it there. Your area of studies, your Slack username for so that somebody can easily contact you on Slack, and probably your bio if you have some bio, some introduction about yourself you want us to share and all of that. You can view your public profile by clicking on this to view how your profile will be displayed to another user. This is how your public profile will show. Um, we are still working on the socials and all of that. You can edit your profile, you can view your grades and all of that as well. I'm going to navigate back to the dashboard. Once you've updated your profile, the next thing you should consider doing will be to join the specialization. We have two main specializations. We have data science for beginners, we have data science for advanced. Now, each of these has exactly what it's meant for. So if you are a beginner in Python, you are generally new to everything, or you have basic knowledge, you should join the data science beginner by clicking on the green arrow. All right. So I'm going to click on that. It joins you in so that each time we want to assign a task, we assign a task and we're able to load your details on the platform. Now, if you don't join a specialization, we will not be able to assign you a task, and that's going to be detrimental. All right. So you do well to join a specialization, and yeah, I believe you should join just the data science beginner or data science advanced. For general, let it be. All right. Take note how to join. You click on the green arrow if you want to leave a specialization, but in the future, the next 5 days, we might disable the ability to leave a specialization. So once you've already joined, we assume that you knew what you were doing. So if you want to leave, you click back on the leave button and it's going to remove you from the specialization. That is it about joining specializations. This is very important in the program. And once you have that, task will be assigned to you. And you also have the lessons area where you're able to see the scheduled lessons. As of now, there's almost nothing available on the platform yet. But once your supervisor schedule a lesson with you, you are going to have the lesson link here and a brief of what the lesson will be about and all of that. It's important as well. Then you have post section, almost not used, but if you have a blog post that you want to add up to the platform, you discover something new that you want to add, feel free to create a new post. And as well, you can read the blog post that others have created. This is just for fun. Of course, some content might be added to the blog post. All right. There are some things that will be difficult to explain, and we'll decide to just add it to the blog post so you can read through and post in your comments or whatever. That is it about the post section. Then you have the next resources section where we are going to be adding resources, all right? Training resources, what you need, videos, books, and all of that. You'll be able to view them here and you'll be able to get the details of the resources. Then for announcement, of course, for announcement, you are going to have announcement directly to you on Slack. So once we create an announcement on the platform, it is linked to Slack such that you are able to directly get an announcement. So if I create a new announcement as an administrator, you get it in the announcement channel. I'm going to come to Slack later, but this is what it's going to look like. Then yeah, that is it. You have the task where you'll be able to see all the tasks that has been assigned to you. Now you will have to take a look at the task, maybe see the submission mode. Most of the tasks that we'll be doing will be pushed to GitHub. So it is mandatory for you to learn GitHub. We are going to have some sessions, very brief sessions on how to use GitHub, and yeah, so to make things easy for you. So you have your task here, you click on view, then you view the details of the task, then you can submit the link to your GitHub as a submission, and then your supervisors are going to go through it and know how to grade you. And yeah, then there's one last feature I'm going to talk about, which is your inbox. Now you can have personal chats with people. All right. So if you want to mail me directly, you want to write somebody directly, you can go to the personal chat. You see the add icon where you can maybe put the title of the chat, and you have all the users of the system here. So you have the ability to select whoever you wanted to write this message to. For example, let's stay in chat. And once I create a chat, I'm going to now open the chat that I've created, and then I'm going to be able to write Mr. Juvitus personally. So I will click on the chat here, and then I'm able to write him a message. Uh, Mr. Juvitus, how are you doing, and all of that. And click on send, and what will happen is that this particular message that you've sent is going to go directly to him, not to any other person. So you have something like this. It's an in-app chat. User experience is not yet the best, but it's still under development, so you should take note of that. Yeah, so that is a chat section. Your supervisors as well may be writing you directly. We want to make this program personalized as possible. That means you could be gotten to individually, and yeah, just to make the program, just to make sure that you are yeah, doing great. Of course, you can view all the other users' details. Well, some details, not entirely all. And in the future, we'll be giving options for you to either approve whether people can view your profile or not, because people have their privacy, right? Okay, so that is it about the platform. Some announcements, if there were announcements as well, you will see it loaded here, right? And when you click on it, it's going to expand and you see it without actually opening Slack. That is a detail about the platform. I don't know if I left anything out. If you have any problems, you feel free to let me know. Now, you have a time frame to complete your program. So within that time frame, you are going to see the total number of days left for you to complete, and you have to make sure that you submit all your tasks on time. It is very important because By the end of the program, you'll be evaluated based on how good you have been submitting your task, uh, maybe your grades you've been having, how you communicate, how you collaborate, and your analytical skills. All of these are important. I want you guys to take note. I want you all to take note. So I think with that, I am good, and yeah, I'll be releasing some other videos if need be for any explanation of some things. Okay, have a nice time, and I wish you the best throughout this program. I will be there in the training. I will not particularly be teaching that much. Mr. Bafon is going to be taking you for introduction to Python, and Mr. Juventus is going to be taking you in data science. Of course, I will come in where needed. I'll be working closely with Mr. Bafon for your Python. All right. So yeah, that's it. Have a great program.